We're still trying to establish a total monetary loss. It's very difficult because first it needs to be identified as a scam, and then the bank needs to confirm obviously how much has been lost due to the scam. So I haven't got a fixed figure yet, but it's a very, very considerable amount.
Over £1 million?
Over £1 million, yes. Yeah, certainly.
What's the modus operandi? What do they do?
All of the reports that we have follow the same type of typology, and that is that they contact you via the telephone and they purport or they pretend to be a member of staff from a banking institution. In our case, because we're in Gibraltar, they seem to be aware that we operate via Gibraltar National Bank and NatWest Bank, and so they're pretending to be staff members from either institution's fraud team. And from then they try to infiltrate either your software, as in your computer, or your banking system, or they just try to get your bank details and try to obtain your funds from them.
So this looks like one organized gang. Do you know where they're based? Do you have any information to suggest where they're targeting Gibraltar from?
To your first point, in relation to organized gang, certainly. We even have information to say that some of the victims have spoken to more than one possible scammer. So there is certainly at least more than one. In terms of location of scammer, we don't have the information yet, but we do suspect, because of the information that we have, that they are at least English nationals with strong English accents. Certainly not from Gibraltar, at least from the information that we've gathered, but we do suspect that they could be English.
And what tools and methods do you have at your disposal as police officers to be able to hunt down these scammers?
If it's local, we have a lot more tools than otherwise than through other jurisdictions, but that doesn't stop us from conducting our investigations diligently. We do have a very good rapport and very good relationship with external law enforcement agencies, such as the UK and other jurisdictions. So we do have a lot of cooperation from them. We're both seeking to achieve the same goal, which is to stop scammers and stop crime in general. So we do have a very good relationship with them, which we will pursue in this matter, to try and establish who and where the scammers are.
And I imagine you are working together with the banks on this as well?
That's correct, Jonathan, we are. We have a very good rapport with local banks. We operate with them very, very frequently due to the nature of our department. So yes, we have been in constant communication, and we will continue to be in communication until this is brought to an end.
So if someone has just received a phone call and they realize that funds have been withdrawn from their account, what is it that they can do to get those funds back, or to try and get those funds back, and what advice would you give them?
Unfortunately, it is difficult to kind of retrieve funds that are sent through the banking system, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible. So, first instance, if you think or you suspect that you've been scammed, first protocol is to contact your bank and report the matter to them. Give them as much detail as you possibly can, as much as you remember, and then after that contact the police and report the matter to us. In terms of recovering the money, we work very closely with the bank, and there are methods that we can follow in order to attempt at least to recover those stolen funds.